Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. XRP on the hourly, not doing too shabby right now, trading at just shy of 75 cents, 74.9 right now. You guys can see, I love the way this trend is moving. Even though we have seen the wild ups and downs, like even here, up and down, we are still consistently making higher highs on the hourly. Okay, even if I zoom out back here, again, this is just the hourly, so if I take us back to this bottom here of about 50 cents, give or take 51 cents, that would only bring us back to July 20th, not very long ago, and since that point, huge gains for XRP, right? Higher highs and higher lows, making this upward trend look very, very promising for XRP hodlers. The Bitcoin trend also doing well, although when I zoom in on the hourly here, you can see this trend looks kind of different to XRP. I mean, we did see large swings up, large swings down, and then in and around here kind of got a bit weird. Now Bitcoin forming what is looking to me like a bullish pennant pattern, which means it does look like it's likely going to shoot up to the upside. Right now, Bitcoin trading at about 41,600. And if I zoom out here and bring you guys the Bitcoin chart on the daily, you guys can see over here we are trying to retest this level of resistance here. You guys can see we are in that area right now, testing that area. It also happened back here, back in June, mid-June. This was back in January, so this is going to be a significant level to retest. We will see what happens. That is roughly $42,000, $49,900 on this exchange. Of course, we do have to get up past 59,400 and then ultimately 65,000 to break up to new all-time highs. In the meantime, we got to take a peek at XRP on the daily and trying to just kind of get up to the 0.236. Again, that would bring us back to that 85 cent mark. 85 cents, you know, in and around there. We basically have to break this resistance level for XRP on this chart. This is that significant resistance level that we had been eyeing for a while now. The one that was originally created back in September 2018. Try to get up above it back in December. And then also when that pump group took place in early February, we finally did make our way up past that level. And now, sure enough, XRP did retrace and retrace hard. All the newbies in the space were assuming we are in a bear market. And now we are back, butting up against that level. And so again, we just got to wait and see, guys. Probably need to see what Bitcoin does next. Anyway, want to continue here, guys, because I did a video yesterday. I'll link it up here if you guys didn't catch it. Jeremy Hogan and James K. Fillon both gave their 2 cents about what is happening now with the Ripple case, and they did have opposing viewpoints. Jeremy Hogan just yesterday did comment on James K. Fillon's tweet here. So Fillon Law makes some great points, and we are all really just speculating. I mean, I think at the end of the day, this is what we have to acknowledge here with regards to this case. None of us really know what is going on behind closed doors. But if there's no settlement and Ripple didn't respond to the SEC brief, I think that's a mistake, and that's not something I would expect from this legal team. In addition, he goes on to say, we know that 90 to 95% of SEC cases settle at some level, but it is difficult to call. Like picking the bottom of a falling stock, you know it's going to bottom out sometime, but when is the question? John Deaton also thinks that the last week or so has been very strange, in that there has been a dearth of motion practice on a key privilege and some other issues. This type of lull in activity is a characteristic of a settlement, and if I don't see something soon, that is my guess. But yes, it could be 10 other things as well. Thanks to Fillon Law for bringing this up. And so just to kind of update that video I did yesterday, Jeremy Hogan touching on some of James K. Fillon's points with regards to the SEC lawsuit. I mean, we are going through this as the XRP community through thick and thin. I'm still hodling. I'm sure you guys are still hodling. We just got to keep our ears perked up, logged onto our Twitter pages or Twitter apps to see if there are any new updates. I'm sure we will be the first to hear in the XRP community, considering there are so many people interested in this story and a lot of great updates always coming our way. Wanted to thank Jeremy Hogan here and again James K. Fillon for, you know, your opposing point of view. Sometimes it is good to look at something from a different side. And Martin Volk here on Twitter letting us know that another airdrop, yes guys, there is another airdrop for XRP hodlers in the wings. This is the first NFTs based on real artworks And the website is Athedes.art, I believe that's how it's pronounced, or Athedes, I don't know. Elysian, the first token of the art and NFT industry running on the XRPL after Flare and SGB, which is Songbird. Another airdrop is coming for the XRP army, so they have just alerted us to this, guys. Stay tuned. Elysian, or ELS. Athedes, XRP Army. So just hashtagging everybody, all those subjects. This would be another airdropped token. Some people down here wondering if it is going to be based on that same snapshot, the December 12, 2020 snapshot that we had to do for the original FLR tokens. Martin Volk does attach some supporting material here, another tweet here. Thanks to all the XRP community for the interest that you are showing towards us. We are trying to answer some questions here. For knowing about more project, also visit the website, so Athedes.art. The Instagram is Athedes_fineart, and the white paper will be released soon. It will not be an airdrop based on your current XRP stake. Everyone will receive the same fixed amount. Everyone interested will have to claim it, setting the trust line towards the issuer address. Further information is coming, so stay tuned, guys. I will also keep you guys posted on how this is going to happen as soon as I get more information, but ultimately wanted to thank Martin Volk just for bringing that to my attention. Another one here, guys, with regards to the BIS. Now, the Bank for International Settlements, they are basically the central bank for central banks, and just wanted to bring this up real quick. They are unveiling a blueprint for instant cross-border payments. So something that they have never had before. The BIS launching cross-border payment system, the proliferation of distributed ledger technology, or DLT, is fast revolutionizing the world of payments with a good number of blockchain projects, including XLM and XRP, or rather Stellar and Ripple, creating innovative cross-border payment solutions that even traditional banks find very useful. Now, in a bid to give decentralized projects a run for their money, the Bank for International Settlements is looking to create a cross-border payment solution that would connect with regular instant payment systems, or IPSs, in various jurisdictions. The BIS says it has collaborated with various entities, including the Monetary Authority of Singapore, which I may add is a Ripple partner already, as well as the National Payments Corporation of India, or NPCI. Over 25 workshops to formulate the blueprint for the cross-border payment system. And here's just a quote from them. Instant, fast, or real-time payment systems are now operational in around 60 countries, with others in development. Linking these IPSs together could enable cross-border payments from sender to recipient within 60 seconds in most cases. Now, I just wanted to bring you guys back to this quote here, just with regard to the Monetary Authority of Singapore. I know I've done enough research to know that they are a Ripple partner, and I didn't know about NPCI, the National Payments Corporation of India, but it looks as though they are connected to Ripple as well. If I go back over here, guys, Ant1 bringing this to our attention, retweeting this out. The BIS is using Nexus, and Nexus will be using the UPI, and the UPI uses Ripple's XRP. Everything will connect because XRP is the world's bridge currency. And so he just brings up another screen grab from another article with regards to UPI. Now, I just wanted to make sure, and of course, I had to do a little bit more research. I did find this old tweet from 2018 from Bank XRP with regards to this. So UPI 2.0, in February, Ripple was invited to take part in the UPI hackathon by the National Payments Corporation of India, an Indian software product industry roundtable. So that's just an article to that point there. And we also heard of NPCI. Here are some tweets that Bank XRP just retweeted with regards to them. So this is just a tweet promoting their UPI 2.0 and how it allows you to block funds for future use. So there's just a little animation there. Another animation here, we've got your back when you need it most. They hashtag UPI 2.0. And then down here, pay via verified QR codes and sign intents of merchants before you make a payment. Secure, hassle-free, and a convenient way to make sure your money isn't misused. Again, UPI 2.0. Now, let's also not forget Bank XRP giving us the supporting material here. Google-backed payments company Ripple is in talks with NPCI Bank for account-to-account transfers globally. Again, this was from 2018 or maybe even earlier because he posted that in 2018. Yeah, this was from mid-2017 over here. April 27th, 2017. So they have been working together with Ripple for a while now. And so just to conclude, makers of India's UPI app is bridging Ripple technology to India. And just another article to that effect. So yes, indeed, this BIS connection using Nexus, definitely going to be Ripple integrated. BIS, again, guys, the central bank for central banks. and they are saying that they are collaborating with various entities, including 2 confirmed Ripple partners, the MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and National Payments Corporation of India, which we have just discovered, or at least this is new information to me, a Ripple partner as well. Huge shout out to Bank XRP for that 2018 tweet thread. Also, Michael at Val5Links and Ant1 here on Twitter for all posting your various resources here with regards to this. Thanks so much for that. XRP Crypto Wolf here bringing this up with regards to Ripple VP of Central Bank Engagement. He says CBDCs can enable the next wave of financial inclusion and innovation. So nothing too juicy, I suppose, to note here, but it is interesting. Ripple did just post this yesterday. This from James Wallace. Proponents of central bank digital currencies often point to the additional fiscal policy options that CBDCs enable, such as the efficient stimulus payment delivery. The beer flu pandemic, of course, highlighted the weakness in the U.S. system. And so this is just a paper basically saying how CBDCs will be useful. A CBDC could not only transform stimulus payments, but also could enable unlimited fiscal policy options. We know Ripple is already connected to big banks, central banks, and organizations even like the World Economic Forum that do really want to push CBDC adoption. You know, we've talked about the double-edged sword there, but of course, if you are an XRP hodler, this is going to make you very, very rich. If we do go down this path, and you know, it is looking like we are, XRP is going to be that currency that bridges all the currencies. So, you know, to put this on their webpage makes a lot of sense. I'm not going to get into the details of this, but I will leave it in the description. It's not that long if you guys want to read further. What I did want to get into was more along the lines of what is happening in the United States with regards to the infrastructure and, you know, the bills that are being passed and how all this is really going to affect. Well, it's going to affect a lot. Let me just start with this, guys. BondCrypt XRP. So Congress is likely to pass a $550 billion infrastructure bill through Senate. The infrastructure bill is moving through Senate. It's unclear whether a provision related to crypto will be in the final bill. So this just came out yesterday. So a bridge collapses in suburban Minnesota. Bad pipes make drinking water unsafe in urban Michigan. And the internet goes dead in rural Kansas. The $550 billion answer to solving such issues is the in-progress bipartisan infrastructure bill being hashed out in Senate. But the price to pay may be steep for those in crypto, and here's the connection there, with some saying it could kill the industry as we know it. To pay for $28 billion of the total, the bill includes a provision to expand the definition of a broker for tax purposes to cover any person who, for consideration, is responsible for and regularly provides and services effectuating transfers of digital assets. So in practice, this is what this means. It means that crypto miners, validators on proof-of-stake networks, and possibly even those active in decentralized finance markets, think liquidators or governance tokens holders, will have to meet IRS reporting requirements and file 1099 forms. These forms include customer data such as names, addresses, and tax identification numbers, which in the case of self-employed individuals can be a social security number. The ostensible reason for the provision is to ensure people pay taxes on their crypto earnings. Legislations reckon that it can lead to $28 billion more in payments, but it ratchets up financial surveillance to ensure such a result. So multi-prong effect here, getting you to pay based on this stipulation here of the bill. Of course, the U.S. government needs it for infrastructure building purposes, and they're going to take it out of crypto hodlers' pockets because they know there are a lot of Americans who have invested in cryptocurrency who are going to get very, very rich. And they want to make sure they get their share, of course. And this is going to, and this is the plan. I mean, this is essentially what they plan, how they plan on getting this money is specifically from crypto hodlers, as it's mentioned here. Now, this hasn't gone through yet. This is just one piece of the puzzle. Wanted to thank BondCrypt XRP for pointing that out. There's also this. Now, Michael at Val5Links posted this. Here's what's accidentally boosting crypto adoption, according to U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis. Now, we know Cynthia Lummis, very cryptocurrency friendly. If you guys haven't caught, I've done a couple of videos with regards to Cynthia Lummis. I'll link one up here if you need a bit of background. U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming said the adoption of cryptocurrencies is being driven primarily by one thing. Senator Lummis said that a loose fiscal policy is working in favor of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and is an undesirable way to popularize the asset class. So just follow with me here. Big government spenders are accidentally doing far more to accelerate the adoption of digital assets than I am. The debasement of our currency is causing a flight to digital assets like Bitcoin that are a store of value. But spending America deeper into a hole is a stupid, inflationary, and altogether undesirable way to drive people to digital assets. I want USD to continue as the world reserve currency. We need to rein in spending and support financial innovation on US soil to protect the status of America. So what she is ultimately saying is that it is the loose fiscal policy here in the United States that is pushing people away from US dollars into Bitcoin. And because there is such loose fiscal policy surrounding cryptocurrencies, people feel like, hey, look, I'm just buying this. It's making money. This is easy, so I'm going to do more of it. This is actually pushing more people, more Americans specifically, into cryptocurrencies. And so we're seeing the crackdown now around the world, especially with the Binance story that I bring up from time to time. That is just one example of countries around the world saying, nope, this is our policy now surrounding cryptocurrencies. So Binance, no, you are not authorized to run a company here because you do not adhere to these policy standards. And so this is what we're seeing around the world. We're also seeing this now in the United States, or rather we are starting to. Cynthia Loomis is bringing this to people's attentions. In a Fox Business interview, Loomis says she prefers a regulatory environment for cryptocurrencies that doesn't hinder innovation. So this is another part of this story. We have to have policy that doesn't hinder innovation in the United States, because we also know Silicon Valley very abundant in talent with regards to cryptography and creating cryptocurrency projects. So the Wyoming senator says that such a regulatory environment would help Bitcoin continue serving its use cases without facilitating criminal acts and behavior. We want to make sure that Bitcoin can continue to serve as a good store of value, so they kind of want their cake and eat it too. And if it becomes like El Salvador has done, legal tender, then we need to make sure that we are using it in such a way to comply with the Bank Secrecy Act and anti-money laundering laws. We want to make sure that it is being used legitimately and that it can be fettered out when it's used nefariously. So she is basically saying, look, the lax laws, the previous lax laws in the United States has allowed for cryptocurrency to flourish. And we get it. We don't want to stifle innovation, but we also want to have a stronghold on this. Now, tying this in to the Ripple and XRP lawsuit, because yes, there is a tie here. This for me in Northing, why Ripple's SEC lawsuit could have a lasting impact on crypto. I saw this from a Fortune article here, guys. Again, I will link all these articles in the description of the video if you want to read further. This is quite a lengthy article. A lot of it we know already, or a lot of it I know already. I will link it in the description again if you guys want to read it. I didn't think I needed to go over it because I talk about this kind of thing every day. It's just this last paragraph here, one of the last paragraphs here that I wanted to talk about. The SEC suit is seen by some as chilling to the entire cryptocurrency industry. An explosively growing and already deeply influential one, with the combined market cap of digital currencies currently standing at nearly $2.5 trillion. The growth curves are crazy, said Byrne. 1 to 2% of the population holds cryptocurrency. Now listen to this. 1 to 2% of the population holds cryptocurrency, but at current growth rates, we're not far from the day where it's 70%. So again, going back to what Cynthia Loomis said here, the lax U.S. policy is really kind of giving Americans impetus to buy cryptocurrencies. And so here's what this guy's saying, right? The growth curves are crazy. It's only 1 to 2% now, but there will be a day where it's 70%. If the Ripple suit contributes to the perception that the U.S. government is unfriendly to cryptocurrencies, a lot of valuable businesses will go elsewhere. It would certainly add to already intense concerns over China. China's hopes to dominate the global market via its central bank digital yuan, which China claims has already racked up more than $5 billion in transactions. The lack of regulatory clarity in the U.S. is problematic for all market participants in the digital asset industry. And that was coming from Ripple's general counsel, Stuart Alderoty. That's what he said in an emailed statement. This is not just a Ripple problem. So we've heard that from Stuart Alderoty in the past, but these numbers are staggering. Think about it for a second. If the government cuts crypto off at the knees, that means nothing is going to do well. This is a bigger problem. The cryptocurrency market in the United States is essentially at the mercy of how good Ripple's lawyers are, is how I'm reading into this, at least partially. The bigger implications for the entire crypto space, certainly a very important factor that we have to address. But, you know, Ripple keeps forging ahead. Of course, there are the other countries around the world, all the rest of the world, where Ripple is thriving. The articles that they're publishing on their Insights website already kind of fall in line ideologically with what is going on with regards to the rest of the world, with regards to the World Economic Forum's plan for a great reset. We have the Bank for International Settlements also working towards running systems, and they're partnering up with the Monetary Authority of Singapore and the National Payments Corporation of India, respectively, two Ripple partners. So this is all great news, guys. Nevertheless, the price of XRP, this is what we're all really eyeing, and it's been a great week and a half for XRP, I've got to admit. But how much longer are we to be at the government's mercy? Are we going to settle? Is the SEC going to see the error of their ways? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.